Today, I want to take you behind the scenes of one of my first digital products that I created. I'm going to skip like a couple of the other trial run things that I created before this because they were very hit and miss. They actually did make me some money, but nothing significant and nothing that's still continuing today. So I want to talk about, I guess, my first success, which was 10 years ago. I can't believe it. And I wrote an ebook called Be Ready for Your Lucky Break. And at the time, I'd been working as an agent. I was also a trained actor and a trained coach. And I realized that there was such an opportunity to really use this triangle of skills to share with other actors. So the fact that I'd been an agent, I knew the behind the scenes, the fact that I knew the acting world, I wasn't just giving sort of abstract information, it was linked to actually what you need to do. And thirdly, the mindset piece, the part of the puzzle that often is missing. It's not just about being the best or working hard. It's like, how are you going to build a strategy? How are you going to work with rejection? How are you going to cope behind the scenes and set yourself up for success? So I begun the process. It took 6 months, and I believe the book is, I think it's about 45,000 words. So it's quite chunky. And I was very regimented with writing it. I will caveat by saying, if you want to start making passive income or creating a digital product, maybe don't start with the 45,000 ebook. There are much easier ways to do this, but I didn't know what I didn't know. I also didn't have access to all of the technology that we have now. You know, online courses were very much in their infancy. But here's the main point that I want to make today. I knew that and this is how it started. I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen and I wrote down all of the things that I knew about. So there are chapters on agents, there are chapters on casting directors, strategy, your online portfolio, so many different things. And I then began a list under each category. I actually did it as a big mind map. What do I know about this? And very quickly, I discovered that there was a through line, there was a process, there was a sense of taking somebody from here and moving them all the way over to here. And that kind of blew my mind a bit. That moment where it dawned on me, there was a process, there was something that I could teach, there was something I could share. And so I began writing this 45,000 word ebook. But I am so delighted to say 10 years later, this ebook still sells. This ebook is still relevant. And partly because 10 years ago in the acting industry, people weren't talking about mindset. They weren't talking about strategy. They weren't talking about personal branding. It was very much like, how can you be the most noticeable in the casting room? And so I really am glad that I did that so early on, and the information has remained relevant. So it sells on Amazon. I also recorded the audiobook, which sells as well. Here is the final thing I want to leave you with. If somebody wanted me to gift them all of that 45,000 words one-on-one, I don't know how long it would take me, but probably quite some time. That would be a significant price point. And I also know about my audience, my ideal client in terms of this book, is that price point isn't available to many. There have been people who have booked me for a VIP session, etc., but most people don't have that, or it's not available right now or in the near future. So what was I going to do? How could I really think about this strategically? So one of the business goals I've always had is, like Pharrell Williams says, I always want to send the elevator down, because I grew up, especially as a young actor, and I'm saying like from being 4, 5 and throughout my childhood and teenage years, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in the industry. We didn't have the internet. And so I felt like there was just me and my dream, like hanging out going, I don't know how to do this. I don't know where to go next. And so the fact now that I have some information and I can essentially send that elevator down is a beautiful thing. Also, this ebook has been a gift to so many people, and I've been able to give it for free and to charity work and all sorts of things. So I love it. So my final closing question is, what have you got in your head that you know people will love, that you know people could learn from, and they could make a step in the right direction, that they could sell again and again? And let's explore what that is. So I have 2 options for you. You can come over and do Create Your Income Pie. Or equally, if you want to book a strategy session with me, I can do this, work with you one-on-one and really hone in to all of the different elements. Also, I'm going to be bearing in mind all of the other things. So how you want to sell it, how you want to put it out there. And so it feels like it's really coming from an integrity place rather than just winging it and hoping for the best, especially as you put all this hard work in. So let me know what works, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.